Good morning. Welcome back. We're in the shop here this morning. I'm gonna go through our spreader a little bit, check some tires, and make sure that this thing is ready to go. I think this afternoon we might try and spread some gypsum. Let's do it. Now I know that we cleaned this thing up really well before we put it away, and I sprayed everything down with fluid film, sides, and it's still got a film on it. It's sticky, so for the most part it's in pretty good shape, but man, that fertilizer is corrosive. You can see what it did to our top of our spinner disc, and this is the worst, is this chain. It's really hard to get protecting on there, fluid film, and get it cleaned up good because it's covered up except for right here. So we did our best. I can see grease in there, and we got grease on the Zerk, so I think everything got greased good before we put it away. Let's see, our bearing there gets all rusted. This stuff here, we're trying to keep it in good shape. It's sort of hard to do, but anyway, I think it's just tires. We already greased everything. Make sure that the monitor's working in the tractor and just look everything over. Well, I read through the manual because I thought it might tell me how much pressure should be in the tires. It says nothing about it, so we'll just go with what the tires say. It did, however, talk about changing some gearbox oils annually, which we haven't done, so I guess maybe we should probably do that. So we're not going to change hydraulic oil. I don't think there's any reason to do that. However, it did say there was a hydraulic oil filter that we should probably change. So we'll see, yeah, up over there. Let's see if we can get one of those. And then the gearbox, that's all hydraulic pump there, that's not it. This one? This gearbox, these gearboxes maybe. Oh, those aren't gearboxes, those are just motors. I think it's just the one here. We'll see if we can find a plug and drain that and put new oil in. No big deal. There is our tire inflation chart. So what size are these? These are 740 22 and a halves. It's the second one from the bottom there, 32. We want 32 PSI. All right, we had to take a little break from working on our spreader there. The new internet service got installed this morning. So they ran fiber along all our roads here a couple months ago, and I had called, or I actually went online and scheduled an appointment to install it. And so we're going to switch to using their internet. It's cheaper than the Starlink, and it's 10 times faster, so it's kind of hard to not try it. We'll see how it works. With the Starlink, I can basically just cancel my service and keep my equipment and turn it back on anytime if this doesn't work. So we got that stuff going. I got another guy coming out this afternoon to do some routers and access points and that kind of stuff, but we'll figure that out. So we'll go back to working on our spreader, see what else is going around the farm here, and then I've got a lunch meeting with my seed sales rep. So yeah, I'll do that. So lots of little things going on today. It's not quite as much farm work. That's okay. All right, I'm back from my lunch meeting and a couple other stops that I had to make. Came up to the rain field here, wanted to check in on our irrigation stuff. I wanted to see what's in our rain gauge for one and just look around up here. I'm considering starting the machine up. There's 1 4/10 inches in there, but that's been there for a while. A week or better, I think. So it's not fresh rain. Ground is, it's getting dry on top. It's pretty basically dry on top from when we were up here on Tuesday. Today's Thursday. With the field day stuff, it's much drier than it was then. So I think we can run it. I don't know that we need to run it, but I am still trying to get this fertilizer put on. And since we can run it, and we're trying to put fertilizer on, we should probably run it. So I think we're going to start it up. I'm going to just check the filter here and make sure that this is still good. We had that potassium nitrate that salted out in our tank, and then we put water in, and I think we got it. Oh, that tire's flat. Oh yeah, she's dissolved. I can see all the way to the bottom. So that's good. It should keep pumping out. Yeah, that tire is flat. Yeah, we're gonna get it empty anyway. But yeah, I want to get this used up, so since it's dry, we might as well use it because it might rain again any day here. All right, well, she's running. Our injection pump is running. Looks good. We'll see if we get, hey, we got pressure. Should be good. So when we were up here Tuesday running it just to show it off for the field day and stuff, I had told it to go on the path that went along the road over there, so it was easy to get to. And then it kind of just kept running until I shut it down an hour or so later when I remembered. And so it's in the middle of the field now, but it's in a path that we had kind of already covered, because when I moved it from where it was when it rained to get it to the road, we were at the end of path 73 here. So I just told it to go to path 74 and continue on where it was. So it should come back to the backbone and work its way out and then continue on to number 74. And I want to finish the field because this is primarily a nutrient application pass and not a watering pass, which the water is still good, right? But I want to finish the field with the fertilizer and then start over with the fertilizer back across, because we were halfway across it before we got the tank up here and hooked up and everything running good. I want to make sure we cover the whole field with that rather than starting over and covering some of it twice and some of it none. Thought I'd just look here on these ends a little bit at some of these beans. Look at this. So we come down in here, just kind of brush these over. Look at the pods down here. I mean, it's nothing but pods on these lower stems. Look at that. Overlapping nodes just hanging down. And yeah, there's some 2-beaners, there's some 3-beaners, but they're just solid pods. So I'm pretty excited for these beans. They look really good. We still got pods coming up top. Probably done flowering on these early beans. Well, there's still a remnants of a flower, so they're just finishing flowering. But we got quite a pod set. I think we're going to be pretty good. Hopefully we can keep some water on them and get some size to these beans while we're finishing up here. But we've had really good conditions. Now, we still got some leaf wetness. It's like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they have not totally dried out. And that's not from the irrigation. That's just from being damp from the dew and stuff. So, and look at all the moisture we've got. Fungus growing on the cornstalk residue. Got a dried up mushroom right there. Got another one right here. So disease is a concern, but I have not yet seen any white mold. Hopefully the variety that we selected is tolerant enough that we don't get any white mold. Between that, the 30-inch rows, the lower population, the early bean, the water going on the base of the plants instead of over the top, hopefully we've done enough to keep the white mold out. Okay, I got some internet stuff figured out. We got our Spectrum hooked up and got it so I could actually use it here with some access points, and she's fast. The YouTube videos are going to upload in 20 minutes now, I think, so that's good for all you members that want early access. You won't have to wait for 4 hours for it to upload. You might get some videos. Whoa! Drop my phone. Drop my phone. Anyway, you might get some videos the night of recording instead of the next morning. If you want early access, be a member. Nick's been working out here the last couple of days. Got the studs put in on the rest of the walls for the fertilizer barn, so that's good. Okay, I'm finally getting back to this project. The only thing I really have left that I want to do is change the oil in this gearbox. So we got to take this plug out. Problem is, it doesn't really say how much oil to put in it, or show you where the fill port is. Or, I mean, there is a fill. I don't know if we can just take that off, or this. That's a breather. Or there's this one, but there's not really. On John Deere stuff, they put a plug where the level is that they want it to be filled to. I have to go through the book again, but I didn't see anything like that in here, so. Ooh. Yeah, alright. Doesn't look too bad. It's probably okay. Change it anyway. There's a little bit of water at the bottom of that. This is all it says. BBI has filled the gearboxes with 90 weight oil at the factory. You should replace the factory oil after the first 50 hours of break-in time. Thereafter, you should drain and refill the oil after every season. I don't know if that's super necessary after every season, but I haven't done it yet, and it's been 2 years, so I figure we should probably do that. I did forget the other thing. There's a oil filter I gotta find or order. It does appear to be a fill port, and not the most secure, tight. Just clamp that bolt down. I don't know about that. we'll put some oil in there. All right, well, we got our oil put back in there. I just pulled this plug and put oil in until it came out of there. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's how much we put in. So that's what we're going to go with. Everything else, I believe, is okay. Yeah. It appears to have been greased. Like I said, I'll get this filter and we'll change that. But we don't really need to change the hydraulic oil. No reason to do that. So, any numbers on this thing? I don't see any. Oh, there's some on the bottom. Boy, oh boy, come on. We should see if everything spins. And also plug in my camera. Where's the plug for my camera? Somewhere. Right there. Didn't actually put a plug on it. We just got spades. That's alright, that'll work. Should only need 2 of those. I don't know which 2 is which though. Okay, well, we'll figure that out in a minute. Yeah, I just want to run the PTO and the belt and the spinners and make sure they all are working like they should be. And it appears we should wash our window as well. Alright, well, we got our camera working. Let me shut the door so it's not so loud. And we got our spinners spinning. We can see that. That is good. We're going to run our bin charge button here, which should make the belt move. We should see that start to roll. There it goes. Cool. And we can see it in the front here as well. I can, you can't because the window's dirty. So everything looks like it's working like it's supposed to. Good deal. All right. I think we're good. Turn our spinners off. So this is the acres that we spread with it last year. We can come in here and reset our current. We spread 1,357,693 pounds. That's a lot. All bales, yes. Okay. Lifetime. We've done 7,100 acres. Okay, so that's good. I got the controller all set up. We need to set up some more run pages. I need the one with the scale, but we should be able to see that here. There's our scale. All good. Well, it's 5:30, so we're not going to get around to actually spreading today, but we might tomorrow. Let's see what we got going on tomorrow. Shouldn't have. Oh, I do have. Our chicken litter guy's coming up. He wanted to go over what fields we're going to put chicken litter on, so we got to do that tomorrow. But other than that, I don't think I have a lot going on. So.